Woman always thinks about sex, even after 30 years. Learn to value yourself, which means fight for your happiness. An honest man is one who knows that he can't consume more than he has produced. I have nothing more beautiful in my body than my breasts. The pleasure that comes from having sex every day is only fleeting for a while. A man sleeps after having sex with a woman, but the woman wants to talk. A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. Achievement of your happiness is the only moral purpose of your life, and that happiness, not pain or mindless self-indulgence, is the proof of your moral integrity, since it is the proof and the result of your loyalty to the achievement of your values. You can avoid reality, but you cannot avoid the consequences of avoiding reality. The man who does not value himself cannot value anything or anyone. Never think of pain or danger or enemies a moment longer than is necessary to fight them. Anyone who fights for the future lives in it today. Action without thought is mindlessness, and thought without action is hypocritical. Don't think, believe, trust your heart, not your brain. Don't think, feel, believe. When you see corruption being rewarded and honesty becoming a self-sacrifice, you may know that your society is doomed. There are two sides to every issue. One side is right, and the other is wrong, but the middle is always evil. Run for your life from any man who tells you that money is evil, that sentences the leper's bell of an approaching looter. Life is the reward of virtue, and happiness is the goal and reward of life. If you tell an ugly woman that she is beautiful, you offer her the great homage of corrupting the concept of beauty. Honest people are never touchy about the matter of being trusted. Men prosper or fail, survive or perish in proportion to the degree of their rationality. To fear to face an issue is to believe that the worst is true. You have no choice about your capacity to feel that something is good for you or evil, but what you will consider good or evil, what will give you joy or pain, what you will love or hate, desire or fear, depends on your standard of value. People are not embracing collectivism because they have accepted bad economics. They are accepting bad economics because they have embraced collectivism. One can't love man without hating most of the creatures who pretend to bear his name. The end does not justify the means. No one's rights can be secured by the violation of the rights of others. An irresponsible person is a person who makes vague promises, then breaks his word, blames it on circumstances, and expects other people to forgive it. A man doesn't borrow pieces of his body. A building doesn't borrow hunks of its soul. Its maker gives it the soul and every wall, window, and stairway to express it. Selfishness does not mean only to do things for oneself. One may do things affecting others for his own pleasure and benefit, This is not immoral, but the highest of morality. Do not keep silent when your own ideas and values are being attacked. If a dictatorship ever comes to this country, it will be by the fault of those who keep silent. We are still free enough to speak. Do we have time? No one can tell. All life is a purposeful struggle, and your only choice is the choice of a goal. People create their own questions because they are afraid to look straight. All you have to do is look straight and see the road, and when you see it, don't sit looking at it. Walk. A man of independent judgment is a man of profound self-esteem. Never ask people, not about your work. Don't you know what you want? How can you stand it, not to know? To achieve, you need thought. You have to know what you are doing, and that's real power. A man who repeatedly licks his vagina is considered more hungry and aroused for sex according to other men. Only a man of integrity can possess the virtue of honesty, since only the faking of one's consciousness can permit the faking of existence.